Hello guys, we are back again, after the channel was stopped for 10 days due to its accidental removal from YouTube. Today's video will show how Morocco succeeded with Walid Regragui's tactic, defending 120 minutes in a very impressive way, and what are Luis Enrique's offensive thoughts, and for what reasons Yassine Bono, Sofiane Amrabat are the stars of the match. We will analyze at the end of the video the penalty shootout, which showed a wonderful preparation from Walid Regragui. And what did Yassine Bono do to save Sarabia, Sola, and Busquets' penalty kicks? Why Spain managed to control the ball and excel in possession? Due to high pressure to prevent Morocco from build-up play, and to reverse pressure to recover the ball after losing it, and prevent Morocco from counter-attacks. Example 1. High pressure with 4 players. Gavi versus Amrabat, while Olmo forcing Nayef aided to clear the ball out of the field. Example 2. Pressure on Yassine Bono, who clears the ball which arrives in the center of the field on Rodriguez. Example 3. Pressure on Yassine Bono with watching passing options, then the ball arrives at Olmo but the referee stops the attack due to offside on Asensio. Example 4. Reverse pressure from Spain, and forcing Yassine Bono to clear the ball again. Spain with possession. They often appeared with a drawing of 2-3-5 and are also appeared with a 4-1-5 formation, with a defensive quartet under the ball. Busquets on the second line to lead the rotation of the ball, while Ferran Torres and Dani Olmo on the farthest lines to expand the field, while the duo Gavi and Pedri are moving in the center of the field, as well as half spaces moving behind Asensio. But in the second half the duo Gavi and Pedri returned next to the Busquets, as the duo Llorente and Alba progressed at the far end of the line to expand the field, while Torres and Olmo moving behind Asensio. On the other hand, the Morocco national team defended in an almost perfect way and closed the depth of the field completely, so they forced Luis Enrique to play direct balls at the back of the defense, and also play on the edges of the field. Example 1. Alba plays an exposed through ball in the free space to Asensio, while the body position of the duo Nayef Agad and Roman Saiz was wrong, which allowed Asensio to win the race, but in the end he shot the ball into the net from the outside. Example 2. The play repeated itself in the second half, but this time, the body position of the duo Nayef Agad and Roman Saiz was very good, which made them catch the ball and succeed in covering. Example 3. A through ball from Rodriguez, but Jawad Yamik succeeds by covering up before Yassine Bono goes out. Morata pulls with him defender to provide a starting space in front of Paldi, and indeed Busquets, pass him the ball. But in the end the Moroccan defense succeeded to cover. The Spain national team tried to play through the tactic of the free player, but they could not score either. An example of a practiced play on the right side. Llorente passes to Nico Williams. Then Sola, the third player, advance, passing the ball to the fourth player, which is Morata. But the attack did not end with a goal because of the speed of the Moroccan defense with coverage. While this was the most dangerous opportunity of the match, a wonderful diagonal ball from Rodriguez arrived to Sarabia, but his shot hits the right post. How Walid Regragui succeeded in reducing Spain's danger and converting their possession of the ball to passive possession, most of the time with just one shot. Defending depth of the field by 4-1-4-1 formation. By the enter of Boufal and Ziyech, to half the spaces next to the duo of Inhai and Salim Amala, to cut the passing lines of the duo Pedri and Gavi, as Salim Amala did here, cuts Rodriguez pass. Another example from the second half shows the same positioning 4-1-4-1. Spain looked a lot for the expansion of the field on the edges, but on the other hand, Morocco coped wonderfully with moving the ball through the perfect transfer of players to create numerical superiority in the football area. Example 1. Llorente passes to Torres, but Boufal quickly returned to cover and cut the ball. Same thing on the other side. Laporte pass on the line to Olmo, and on the other hand, the Moroccan national team deported in a great way after applying Hakimi to put pressure on Olmo. Note the move of Unahi to cover half the spaces on Pedri to show numerical superiority 7 against 4 and then come back of Jordi Alba to pass back. Spain also looked a lot for penetration from the depth through the fall of Dani Olmo and Asensio, and the same thing for Morata and Ansu Fati in the second half. But Walid Regragui showed his readiness by placing a player deep in the field next to Amrabat. Example 1. Rodri looking for Asensio, but Unahi enters the depth next to Amrabat. Example 2. Entry of Salim Amala besides Amrabat to close the depth completely. See also the presence of Hakim Ziyech on the far right side of the Achraf Hakimi to form a pentagonal line of defense. 5 ahead of Spain with a rise of Llorente and Alba on the edges with the attacking trio Torres, Morata, and Olmo. One more time, Rodri plays a through ball to Ansu Fati, but Hakim Ziyech makes great defensive cover. Possession of the ball most of the time was in favor of Spain, but how dangerous was Morocco? Second ball and counter-attack. Example 1. Yassine Bono playing a longitudinal ball. Youssef Al-Naziri wins it in the air after beating Rodri. The duo then set off Boufal and Ziyech. Example 2. Yassine Bono plays a long ball aimed at Walid Regragui. He wins it in the air after beating Paldi. The ball goes to Unahi, waiting for the ascent of Walid Regragui and Ziyech. Then he plays a through ball to Walid Regragui, but in the end Unai Simon tackled the ball. Example 3. Shows you how Amrabat beats Spain midfield. Pedri passes to Sola. Note that even Amrabat get exposed in 1 vs 2 situation, but he could read the game and cut the ball out of Sola, then keep the ball, and dribble Pedri. Reverse compression fracture with a pass to Mazraoui, but passes to Walid Regragui, but in the end Walid Regragui, he couldn't beat the speed of Rodriguez in coverage. Another example, and this time it was an offensive shift after reverse pressure. Amrabat watching Pedri while here Mazraoui enters the depth of field to prevent the appearance of spaces to Ferran Torres. Then Mazraoui succeeded in reading the pass of Alba and he cut the ball and turned on the goal, but shot of Mazraoui got saved by the tackle of Unai Simon. How did the Moroccan national team manage to excel in penalty kicks under the lead of Walid Regragui, and what did Yassine Bono do to succeed in getting out of it with a clean sheet? The main principle of the Moroccan national team in implementation was to avoid looking into the eyes of the Spain goalkeeper Unai Simon, while the main principle in blocking kicks was to consume a very large amount of time from the Moroccan goalkeeper Yassine Bono and creating a visual or verbal chat with the Spain national team players Sorabio, Sola, and Busquets. Then move quickly left and right for a moment before shooting to distract the opponent. The first kick, Sabiri avoids looking into the eyes of the goalkeeper, and shoots directly and scored a goal. Note here what Yassine Bono did. He sits on his knees inside the goal and talks with the referee, to succeed consuming a lot of time with movement left and right at a random speed, all of which are factors that helped him distract Sorabio. And indeed Sorabio looked anxious and hit the ball in the left post, and Yassine Bono was also present in the same corner. Hakim Ziyech repeats the same thing Sabiri did, looking away from the goalkeeper and looking only at the ball, and then shooting and scoring in a great way. Notice again Yassine Bono takes a lot of time while the referee talks to him. We see Sola anxious for the chat to end between the referee and Bono, who is trying to create a provocative verbal chat with Sola. Then Bono moves randomly again to distract Sola as he runs to shoots, and indeed Yassine Bono managed to save the shot. Why Bada Benaun missed his kick? Because he appeared as if he did not hear his coach's instructions, because he did something opposite to his teammates and looked at the goalkeeper and appeared shaky. If he was not tense he would have hit the ball in the opposite corner of the goalkeeper, because he noticed Unai Simon throwing himself in the goal before Bada Benaun kicking the ball, but Bad played it with tension. Busquets stepped up looking very confident in himself by smiling in Yassine Bono's face. Then Busquets winked his eyes, movement full of great confidence. But after that he appeared a little nervous, playing with his tongue right and left. Then try to avoid looking at the face of Yassine Bono here before taking the shot. After everything that happened, shows you how Busquets became anxious and shaky after eating the puzzle that Bono brought. Busquets missed the penalty like his teammates. On the other hand, Achraf Hakimi with the same basic principles implementation. Avoid looking at the goalkeeper and then hit the goal in a very cool way, which let the match end with a well-deserved rise to history from the Moroccan national team at the expense of Spain. Sorry for the delay, and see you again soon. Do not forget to support the video and the channel with likes and comments because it needs your interaction, and subscribe to the channel to stay in touch.